fought Nazi and sowas.
But the truth is,
Yeah.
that bad guy, he was not even from Germany.
I know.
He just had the power in Germany, but he was not German.
He's from Austria.
That's the point. The thing is, every time in history class, we always say it's in general not our fault because he's not from Germany.
Yeah.
But many people don't know that.
But he became politician in Germany, right?
What we learned in class 2 that he wanted to become artist,
Yeah,
but the university didn't allow him to enter.
Rejected
And
him.
that's the point. Why did the university reject him?
They changed history.
That would have changed history.
He was painter, right?
But he was not successful.
I don't know if this is true, but that's why in Germany government support a lot to artists.
I never heard of that.
And what about the flag? So in general, the flag is really somehow political, yes. Like Trump red hat, something like that. You know what I mean? Whenever they go to protest, they bring the flag.
The thing is, we don't hang up the flag like that. The thing is, you hang it just up when football game is, and you just want to support your country. But normally you don't hang up. I don't know. My personal opinion is because people will think that you're totally like
Interpreted as
wrong.
politically.
No, not politically. Your
Extremist.
country, yeah, exactly. That's why you don't hang up the flag that normally.
But maybe you like your country, like
Yeah, but
simply.
it's more negative
Oh really?
because of history.
And how do people think about German army?
Different than American army.
In America, it's really like, oh.
No, they are like I don't know, but in America the army is really high praised, respected. But Germany is not like that, I guess.
In Korea too, it's more like they make fun of soldiers. America is America.
Where your dreams come true.
American dream. You know, when your friends come, they complain that when other people think about Germany, they just say, oh, Nazi.
That's true. But I understand somehow. This is like really the worst thing that happened in history, and like you can memorize it the best.
But at least they acknowledge and they apologize compared to that country.
But we had no choice. There was nothing else to do than just like apologizing, paying off.
Sad thing is, Germany lost the war and they are divided. But in Asia, Japan lost the war and Korea was divided. Fault was on Germany.
But I think it's because
that's really shitty.
I don't know, but in Germany the desire to connect again was really, really strong. It was really like that the people from south sent things to north. They were even trying through the wall to stay together. But in Korea, I don't have the impression like that.
In Germany, there's no fat dictator. Maybe someone comes from North Korea.
No, but I don't know. I mean, the wall fell many years ago. And I mean, if the wall would be still here now, the situation would be like totally different.
Yeah.
But because the wall fell many years ago, it's like different than now in Korea, I guess. Because Korea, the wall it still exists.
It's more like fence.
Yeah, but the more the time passed,
the more the time goes,
the more separated you get. You know what I mean? And in Germany, I don't know if you know that, but the German wall that it fell was like an accident.
1991.
No, but some politicians said, oh yeah, from now on the wall is like we are now one.
Okay.
Like, he said that too early. In general, it should be like the next day, or it shouldn't happen. I don't know. And then everyone was like, oh, then like we are one now, and they destroyed the wall, but it was totally an accident in general.
But anyway, they become one.
I don't know, but I saw last time at the documentation that when the wall fell, that many women left their kids behind.
Why?
And pissed off. Maybe because they were forced to marry someone or bad condition and they disappeared. And all these kids, they went then to orphan. And yeah.
So anyway, Korean history was really tragic. Yeah.
From a point of me, like a foreigner,
Yeah.
I personally don't understand how Korea could have become so extreme separated. Because I was reading in a book that like the medical health system in North Korea is like still on the standard of 1945. And they have no injection things like we have and all the things. I don't understand why one country is so developed and the other country not.
Yeah, it was like that. It was in 1945. We became independent from Japan. Yeah, after this Independence Day, there's no really strong government or someone who can rule the country. Up there, the Soviet Union communists
and the
take
American,
the half, and the American government is here.
Half.
Two governments, 5 years. North Korea invaded South. The guy is Kim Il-sung is the first dictator of North Korea, and the Stalin helped the war last 3 years, and after that they just let's have a break, and we have a break for 70 years.
But I really don't understand why people do war. I don't get it. Why do you want to fight against someone? Just live, just have a peaceful life. I mean, it's even now when you can see in the news that someone killed someone. Of course, I think everyone fights for what they think they believe, but I think it could never be right to kill someone. There is no excuse for that. Even if you believe in something, it's not right to kill someone. It can never be right.
But the thing is, I heard that Hitler was really good at. He was really good at speech.
Oh yes,
that he can.
That's what we learned too in history. That he was really good at speaking.
That he can persuade. He can convince everyone.
But
it's propaganda.
But it was more like that. It's like really like that. That all the people around you are like, you can compare them like spies. If you do something, your neighbor can already tell someone else about that, and the next day you're dead. You needed to follow what he says, otherwise you die, and you couldn't trust anyone because everyone could be your. Yeah, that's really sad.
If everyone think like that, then nothing happens.
Not
all the people think like that.
But especially, I don't know.
That's why military have to exist.
I mean, of course, these days I think everyone is smart enough to start not the Third World War. Because then...
I think so, I don't know.
But don't say like that, because then we have a
problem. But history
repeats. Of course, but I mean, with the power we have now, I think we all will die.
But there is still war. That's why we have refugees.
I know, but that's the next thing. I don't know, but I think helping refugees is important. But I think we need to solve the problem in that country
right.
And not take all, because the real problem is not solved. Especially everything I base is on my opinion, so no one should judge me. Don't generalize.
Just be aware that image of Germany is relatively good.
Super good. But if you think like that, then every country has some dirt.
Fault, yeah. I heard in Korea too, in the Vietnam War, Korean soldiers went there and did some like massacre. Yeah, every people have flaw. Every country has flaw, and all this information could be wrong because we are not historical
experts.
Maybe I googled more information and
maybe you just write down later. Oh, it could be wrong when we talk.
We are stupid.
Just ignore.
It is more likely to be wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.